Today I'm going to answer questions related to Reiki attunement. So many people ask how many levels of attunement are there? So for the beginners there are 3 levels. The first level attunement is about activating your power to heal yourself and others with hands-on healing. Second attunement is about distance healing, healing the past, future, etc. Third level attunement is about healing at the spiritual level. You can heal yourself and others at spiritual level. So these are the abilities broadly which are activated in the basic. And then those who want to teach others, there is a master level attunement and grandmaster level attunement also. Right? So those are the different levels. Then there can be other courses where there are other attunements like Karuna Reiki and other courses, right? So next question comes about attunement is what is the purpose of the attunement? So purpose is to activate those powers which are there in the different degrees of Reiki. And another purpose is to cleanse the channel through which the energy passes, so that it flows very easily. There are no blocks. So blocks are removed during the attunement. So many people ask, is it necessary? Attunement is necessary if for most people they are not into a spiritual practice. Like people don't meditate or don't meditate consistently, and if there have been blocks developed because of negative thinking, negative feeling, then they have to be removed, and that happens through attunement. Many people might feel the energy, but there might be still some blocks, so that will be removed. Even like Reiki practitioners who stop practice in between, they also might develop blocks if they have some negative thought patterns. And many times people some teachers have this habit of telling the student, you have to practice for 21 days. So the student will practice for 21 days and then forget Reiki altogether. So this is not the right practice actually. So teachers should also encourage people to take Reiki as a way of life and practice Reiki as a way of life, not just for 21 days. 21 days is a period by which you should form a habit of practicing Reiki daily, because it feels good, everybody benefits, right? But if the teacher tells you do it for 21 days, then the student will do only for 21 days. It's not the fault of the student, it's the fault of the teacher. So at Nalanda Reiki Center, we have trained our teachers so that their focus is how to make the student practice this beautiful art of Reiki in their daily life. Then the life transforms, then there is a transformation in life. So this is basically why it is necessary. Some people also want to know whether they have to eat something before the attunement or no. So it depends what time you are going to do the attunement. Early mornings are better, but it can be done anytime during the day. More important is you should drink more water and eat fruits and light breakfast. If you are going for a class, light breakfast is fine. You don't have to eat heavily. Plus eat as much as possible raw fruits and raw foods. That will be nice. And even after attunement, in fact after 2-3 days till 2-3 days after the attunement also, it is better if you can do that, if you can avoid too much of television also, so that you can enjoy that period and enjoy being with yourself for some time. So the next question is how long does the attunement last? So the attunement will last forever, till your lifetime, if you have taken Reiki as a way of life. If you practice Reiki on a daily basis, okay, if you forget to practice or you're not unable to practice for few days, it doesn't matter, but long gap of practice may not be very useful. It will increase the chances, especially if you have negative thoughts, feelings, then you will have to do a reattunement. Okay, a reattunement can be done anytime, and it is beneficial. So even Mikas used to do reattunement to many of his students from time to time. That's fine. So how do you feel during the attunement? Again, this is very subjective. What one person feels, other person may not feel the same. Most people feel something. Some people, very rarely, they don't feel anything, but they do feel relaxed and calm. And most people feel it in the way of heaviness in the head, in the hands, or some kind of magnetic feeling, or some vibration, or they can feel the flow of Reiki as if something is moving, or some vibrations. Some people can also see light, white light, colors. So this is what, and also some people get connected to ascended masters, gods, etc. So this is a normal experience, but everybody's experience is different, and every level attunement is different. The first level attunement, most people feel it very strongly. Second and third level attunement are more subtle. The energies are finer, more subtle. So this is how it happens. Now another question many people ask is how to receive attunement. So if you are busy doing something else, if you are busy chanting, or if you are concentrating on your breath or anything else, then you might miss the full and complete experience of the attunement. You might not notice. You will get the benefits. You don't have to worry about it. Once attunement is done, even if your mind is busy in something else, the attunement is done. It doesn't depend on you. Attunement is a gift that you've been given, right? And if you are aware, you will notice what is happening. Otherwise, you will not notice, but you will get the benefit. That is the thing. So you just have to be receptive. You just have to be receptive and be open to it. That's the most important thing. And ask for it, okay, from your Reiki master, right? And another question people ask is attunement possible online? See, like for example, I have so many students in different countries. Many people learn online, so we do online attunement. How do we do it? Basically, we fix up a time. Okay, there is many times now we have so many tools like Zoom or WhatsApp calls, or a long distance call also. So the phone is on and the instructions are given beforehand, and then the person will sit in a relaxed position and attunement will start, and then after maybe a few minutes, 20 minutes or so, once everything is complete, then the person has to open the eyes and share the experience. So just like a second degree practitioner or a third degree practitioner can do distance healing, a Reiki master or a Reiki grandmaster can do distance attunement online, or on the phone also is fine. It's fine. So this is how it is done. It's not, if a second degree practitioner can do distance healing, why can't a Reiki master do distance attunement? It's very much possible, and it is as effective, we can say, as effective as in person. So you don't have to have any concerns about this. It's very much, and plus the Reiki practice is a spiritual practice. You have to be in touch with your Reiki teacher. Life changes, so many things happen in life, so you can always ask questions. You are on a spiritual journey. Like, I am a Reiki master or Reiki grandmaster, you can say. Title does not have much of impact, actually speaking. It's more about the spirituality, how much you have grown spiritually. So that is more important. but I am also on a spiritual journey, right? And it's an inner journey. So everybody who comes to Reiki is on a spiritual journey. It's an inner journey. So those who have traveled through this journey, they can guide you. And just like the outside world is so vast, right? Outside world is so vast. Similarly, the inside world also has a lot of depth. Do you agree with me? So those who have gone inside, they will notice that again, it's also a big universe in itself, right? So, there's a lot of depth, a lot of discovery that you can make, a lot of things you can learn about yourself when you go inside also. And those who have traveled that path can guide you. That's why your Reiki teachers, you have to be in touch with them. You keep asking questions, keep sharing your progress. And when you notice certain milestones inside in your inner journey, when you notice certain milestones, sometimes people get scared. So when you reconfirm, when you share with your guru, your teacher, then they will guide you. Okay, nothing to worry about it. It's a good sign, or whatever might be the thing. They will guide you. So in that way, you have to be in this journey. So if you have any questions, you can write to me. You can check out the link in the description, and there are some amazing courses that I conduct, and many of our teachers at various Reiki centers conduct it. So you can ask questions and also participate in these courses. We are also doing Vipassana meditation once in a month online, and everyone, people from different parts of the world can join and do this meditation. And every month I am also doing a new course. So every 12 months, 12 courses, right? Something new. And when we approach this, if your ultimate goal is enlightenment, spiritual growth, then you have to approach it in different ways. And these different techniques, like I've learned more than 100 techniques. These different techniques help you in different way. It's a different point of view or different way of approaching the truth, right? So welcome in this journey, and it's nice to meet so many wonderful people in this journey. I've met some wonderful souls, and I keep meeting wonderful souls in this journey. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, you can write in the comments so I can answer them. Okay, that's it for today. See you.